So let's get into a little more as Heidi was starting to do around the language, right? And what you're starting to see from that visualization. And one more time, you're going to have an opportunity to reflect on in the chat in a moment when you're starting to observe the grade 5 science curriculum again. So we want to pay attention to focusing on the why, that we're really leaning into the purpose and the coherence. So the purpose is that it's designed for a student and family audience. We also would contend that it's designed for teachers who need a level of clarification. For example, for the grade 5 science teachers for whom this curriculum was written. So again, it's appearing on your screen right now. The grade 5 teachers, because many of them are not science trained in their elementary curriculum experience, that they started to realize how important energy was. And the teachers actually reported to the elementary science specialist, Nancy, who designed this for them. They said, if we knew that energy was this big a deal, we would have made different choices over the course of the year. And I think that's really the heart of this, is that what to cut out and what to cut back on. It's not something that you're doing on high at a curriculum level. On a daily basis, teachers are making real-time decisions as to what to actually consolidate, what to cut out altogether. And this is an opportunity to be not just a lovely storyline that you share with families at the beginning of the year, but to actually be a blueprint or a navigation or a roadmap when we're starting to think about the terrain, so that teachers continue to make sure that the focus of the story is not collapsing because they've gotten too far away or too granular. So the focus of the story is a common aspiration that teachers continue to have and make instructional choices in relation to that. So that's sort of the heart in terms of the purpose. The coherence is really starting to think about the broader course level essential question. So once again, regardless of whether or not you are comfortable in your science background, you immediately start to see that this grade 5 science curriculum really has energy at the heartbeat of that year. The second thing is starting to think about coherence, is that you're looking at some of the language in the focus of the story. So it's not just the use of the word next after the question. You're also starting to see that trying to grow inquiry, for example, it means that she wanted to start with a question all the way through. She also started to clarify toward the end in that last sentence. We ask questions, investigate, and analyze data to make sense of motion, or we use what we learn to solve real-world problems. So also giving a heads up to students and families as to the authentic applications they're doing as they're continuing to develop their scientific chops throughout this grade 5 experience. So that's really at the very heart or core of how she was starting to think about and design